Stephen A. Smith got on today and said, Cowboys, that was luck. And the fact
Oh,
that
it
they
was luck. It was
and
all
the
luck.
fact that they play the Commanders in week 18, it don't
I
get
feel
much
like
better than
the
that.
Eagles gift wrapped them late Christmas present because they lost. They weren't supposed to lose.
What was that?
I don't know. You're not supposed to lose to Arizona. They cost a lot of people money. A lot of people big money.
How do you lose to the Cardinals? They're like 3 and what, 15 or 3 and
But
4?
now they 3-15, 4-12 now.
How does that happen, Tom?
I have no idea. I wasn't watching the game because I was like, "Oh, the Eagles gonna win."
Kyler
Real
Murray,
cute.
Kyler Murray went 232, 3 touchdowns and a pick.
Yeah,
So he played a game at the end of the season that he just felt like he just had to show out.
he showed a game where he should not. Where he should be a starter next year.
Shout out to James Conner for that clutch touchdown at the end, though.
I feel like this is they go get they got it. They have to keep Kyler Murray because of the contract. Like I was
Now.
saying, I'm an advocate of not losing money.
So now you got to draft Marvin Harrison Jr.
That's exactly what you need to go do. You would be a whole fool not to, or a receiver.
Now we know if the Chicago Bears don't get him at the number 1 pick.
Yeah, well, they'll be what they're gonna do is they're gonna wait for somebody to offer. They gotta go back one spot.
Okay. Okay.
Trade with Washington, or they gotta be in front of Arizona. Put it like that.
There you go.
If they in front of Arizona, they get Marvin Harrison Jr.
Okay, so I need to talk to you about something, man. I think the Bears are going to keep Fields because the fans clearly let it be known after they blew out the Falcons 37-17 they want to keep Justin Fields.
Look, all my Bears people that I know want to keep Fields. The problem they running into is the coach has to get fired.
Fire the coach.
Yeah, but when you hire a new coach, the new coach wants a new quarterback more than likely.
He might give him a year, see what he
A,
can do.
a lot of time, he still got 2 years left before his contract's up.
The coach or the player?
No, Fields.
Oh, okay.
And then the GM is new too, and that's he didn't draft Justin Fields. That's the other problem.
I
But
got
Justin
you.
Fields has been balling.
No, for sure. He need O line. I literally put up a post. I said the Bears need to fire the head coach, fire the offensive coordinator, draft Harrison Jr., build the O line.
Yeah, I was talking to Jermaine, right? I was talking to
Yeah,
Jermaine.
yeah,
He
yeah,
said
yeah, yeah.
he said you trade back a spot, you trade your number 1 pick back a spot or two, as long as you're in front of the Cardinals. Go get Marvin Harrison. They still got another first round pick in the top 10. Go get
Okay.
your offensive line to help
Get
protect
your
them.
line. Yep.
He said get a center because the center is terrible. That's
Okay.
what he said. Or
Okay.
find one free agency. That's what he said. And then you still gonna have next year's first and next year's second from another team because you traded it. You traded
Yeah,
for it.
for sure. They got the right. They're in the right position to build around Fields. I just hope they
I'm
don't
pretty
jump.
sure the Bears
I
have
hope they don't pull
won.
the
They
trigger
won 7
prematurely.
games. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
They won 7 games. That's a lot.
More than what they were supposed to win.
I mean, because he be running for his life.
And he actually found his way to the end zone on a few of those runs.
That's what I'm saying. They literally like get rid of his coach and let Justin Fields do what he got to do. Him and DJ Moore is amazing
Right.
combo.
Right. So down in Houston, the Texans finished 9-7, 26-3 against the Titans, former team.
They came back.
Managed to
They
get
healthy.
that done. Welcome
They
back,
got
CJ
CJ.
Stroud.
Yeah.
Collins is back.
Collins. Yeah.
Stroud was back. They basically business as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Um, put
Woo.
put the AFC South in a very peculiar position doing that though.
Yeah.
Let's address that real quick.
Yeah, it's
Um,
crazy.
yeah. So the Jaguars won 26-0 against the Panthers. No surprise there. They're the worst
Mm-hmm.
team in the league right now, arguably. And no, sorry, Turner,
Yeah, I know.
sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. But anyway,
Right.
the Jaguars, Colts, and Texans based on the Colts beating the Raiders, which really it was kind of like revenge for that
Well,
year
it
that
was
they
at home,
had.
so I wasn't that surprised because the coach won at home.
You remember that year? I think it was like 2 years ago. The Raiders
Yeah,
knocked the Colts out when they had, I
yeah,
think, Philip Rivers. It was that
yeah.
Matt
In the
Ryan.
playoffs, they beat him
Was
in
it
the playoffs.
Ryan or
Yeah.
was it
It was
Matt
Matt
Ryan or
Ryan.
was it Matt Ryan? Okay. So I
Oh no,
kind
it
of
might have
felt
been Rivers. It
it
might
was
have been
either
Rivers.
Rivers or
It
Ryan.
might have been Phil Rivers. 2 years
I
ago, it
think it
was
was
Phil
Rivers.
Rivers.
Rivers might have took it to the
Yeah,
playoffs that year,
yeah, that was Rivers.
and the Raiders beat them.
Yeah, Matt Ryan didn't go to the playoffs.
That's right. So I feel like the Colts kind of had a vendetta against the Raiders on this game.
Yeah,
And they knocked them out the playoffs respectfully. Thanks to
Right.
Josh McDaniels screwing up the early part of the season. Antonio
Right.
Pierce
It's
was
all
fighting
his
against the
fault.
eight ball the rest of the season and was making it look very promising. Very, very promising.
Right.
Raiders, I'm only gonna say this one time and one time only.
It shouldn't be said.
Re-sign Antonio
This should
Pierce
not be a conversation.
because
You should
if
have
you
a
don't,
contract ready for him after the game
if you
next week.
don't,
After the last regular season game, you should have a
if
contract ready, prepared.
you don't, you will lose Max Crosby, you will lose Davante Adams, you will lose Josh Jacobs. Your team will turn their back on you if you do not bring back Antonio Pierce as the head coach next year.
Exactly.
I hope Davis heard that because they play for that man. They run through a wall for him.
Right. He give up like Mike Tomlin vibes.
Shout out to Mike Tomlin. Speaking of which, for
Oh,
20
yeah,
seasons
yeah.
consecutive winning seasons, he has not lost in 20 seasons. The record's
They were talking
21.
about firing that man.
The record's 21. Like the Cowboys set the record, I think, in the 80s,
Oh, did they?
or from 65 to like 80. I think 65 to 85 or
Oh,
something like
where
that.
they always make the playoff. Always
They
have
went
winning record.
21 seasons of winning seasons. So he has one more year to do it. He'll tie the record and he'll break it if he do it
He's
two more
doing,
times.
mind you, he's been doing it with no quarterback and a quarterback that needed to retire 2 years earlier in Big Ben at the time.
And
Just
still
sad.
had a winning record with old Big Ben.
Exactly. He won a
Crazy.
game with Mason Rudolph. That's all I got.
Right. Shout out to Mason Rudolph.
Right, but
He better than Mitch Trubisky. So shout out to Mason Rudolph.
Kirk is the third seed though. He's the third quarterback.
Maybe Mason getting hit in the head with the helmet might have did him some good. Who knows?
Right.